Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Giant defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another 1st down. The Raiders had 5 and 11 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll look to throw again. That's caught. And again, it's Goodwin. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
How about this? Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
On second down, Jacobs. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Flush to his right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here as they've got it 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And able to
get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. Fights through it, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. That's out quickly to Hyatt. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And now an audible here into something else.
Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
It's good to make it 17-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a short one to Gesicki. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Touchdown! A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
45 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Second and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second and 4. Escaping the pressure right.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Looking to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. They'll set up to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back to throw now on first down.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Giants!
Jalen Hyatt
from 3 yards out.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 24. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now back to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Flushed out right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Caught along the left side by Hyatt.
Touchdown!
Jalen Hyatt
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Giants have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Running left, it's Barkley.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to...
And the Raiders have got him. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Touchdown Raiders! Davante Adams, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Hyatt there to grab it.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
To Jalen Hyatt. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Now the Raiders bringing the offense onto the field as they'll try to make it an 8-point swing. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. They begin with a run by Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
166 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Allen's got it complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now they'll change things up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Jalen Hyatt.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Giants stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 24. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
He'll look to throw. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Azeez Ojulari.
He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He finds his man, complete. It's Black, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he...
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We're facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL.
And my goodness, another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets,
they finish off the regular season at 12 up and 5 down.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Raiders,
they'll limp to the finish line a bit with a final record of 5-12.
And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way.